Welcome to the MMA Drama podcast, where you can get the latest news, rumors, gossips, and fight predictions. I'm Tony59, a podcaster that talks a lot of trash about the fight game, about the fighters. It doesn't fucking matter. And if you're ready, come and get this drama. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the show. All right, man. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Man, this shit just fucked up on me because I fucking recorded an episode of Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz fantasy fight earlier, and it was about a 15-minute audio recording, and it fucking didn't go through. So I gotta now get on my phone and re-record what I just talked about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, so I don't know, it's some sort of phone glitch or whatever it is, but welcome to the show, guys. But I'm just gonna get straight into it, man. I guess I gotta repeat myself, but yeah, man, look, Jake Paul against Nate Diaz, a fantasy fight that I'm hoping that it can happen. If these two were to fight, it's gonna be a boxing fight in the ring, whether it's sponsored by or promoted by Showtime or Trilla. That's what's going to happen if these two were to get in there. And, as far as Nate Diaz, he has one more fight left under his UFC contract. And, we don't know who he wants to fight. And after that fight, rumors are saying that, he's probably going to be done with the UFC. He's probably going to branch out and look into boxing and look into being a fight promoter himself. And the thing with that, congrats to Nate. One more fight left on his contract. He's going to break free from the UFC. He's a brand. He's a big brand, a household name. And, man, he truly deserves to go out there and make millions of dollars no matter what business venture that he want to look into. He doesn't really need the UFC anymore. He already made a name for himself over the past decade and a half in the MMA world, specifically in the UFC. And now, one more fight under his contract, and as a free agent afterwards, yeah, why not? Get that fight. Get those big fights, especially the one with Jake Paul, And again, this fight is compelling. If it were to ever happen, you got two big names in the combat world, in the combat entertaining world. Jake Paul, a huge, massive guy right now, big name, YouTuber now, reaching superstardom in the combat world. Nate Diaz, always a true veteran, a future UFC Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know who Nate is. And if these guys were to scrap it out in a boxing ring, who would win? And my prediction and, my money, it's going to be on Jake. I believe Jake is going to finish him off TKO if it was scheduled for an 8-round fight. And here's the reason why. First and foremost, Jake is big. That dude is huge, man. Motherfucker's like over 6'1", I believe. He probably walks around 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And for him to cut to 189 around that weight class, just to fight Woodley, just to fight Ben Askren, just to fight, Nate Robinson, all these smaller guys, he's big, man. He walks around, like I said, probably about 200 pounds. And for him to fight Nate fought at 155 pounds in the lightweight division, for most of his career. And, in his older years, he's sticking to the 170 pounds, the welterweight division. And, you know what I'm saying? So Nate Diaz, compared to Jake Paul, is not a big guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not that big, Is he a world-class athlete? Yes. Is he a world-class fighter? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Skill level, fight IQ? Yes. Nate Diaz has it all. You know what I'm saying? But crossing over to the boxing scene and, going against Jake Paul, that's all he work on is just his hands. And he's a big dude. You know what I mean? It's like I said, I don't think Nate can beat him. I know the fight will be entertaining because Nate Diaz is a pressure fighter. He has that Mexican grit style, in your face, like putting pressure on you and not letting off the gas pedal and just moving forward and pressing forward until you quit, until you tap out. That's Nate Diaz, and you see that in most of his fights, and that's what he would do to Jake. He would come forward and press him hard and get in his face and scrap it out with those hands. But Jake, he's going to move backward. He's going to counter. He's not going to engage in these exchanges. He's going to create distance. He's going to land that overhand right, and that's the thing, man. Nate Diaz, he loves boxing. The thing with, if he were to box, the cool thing is he don't need to worry about grappling. He don't need to worry about the wrestling. He don't need to worry about the kicks, the knees, the elbows, the clinching. All he has to worry about is just those two hands, and as much as Nate Diaz will love that, because, what I'm saying, like, he's probably done with MMA, he's done, he's an old cat in the game, an OG, a future Hall of Famer, and, sometimes you don't want to roll around no more. Sometimes you don't want to start kicking and elbowing no more. Maybe you just want to throw some hands, and that's cool for Nate, but Nate is up there in age, man. He's up there. He's probably, 36, 35, 36. How solid is Nate chin? Can he still take shots? You know what I'm saying? Can he still take shots? Or is his chin going to deteriorate? You know what I'm saying? Because the older you get, the weaker you are. That's just the truth. That's just nature. And, Jake Paul is 25 years old. 25, 26 years old. He's still physically young, physically strong, physically athletic, bigger, heavier, and he only dedicate, himself to boxing. He don't need to worry about the punch, the kicks, the elbows, the knee, the clinch, the grappling. He's just worried about two hands. And so he's been training for the last 4 years specifically for that. And, as you can see, knocked out Ben, even though Ben is not a striker. Beat Willie, but even though Willie is not a pure striker. Like I said, don't get me wrong, man. If Jake were to fight Tommy Fury, shit. But, obviously that fight got canceled. That'd be a good one, man. I think Tommy can take it. Tommy's little, but... 7-0 in the boxing world. Tommy's a real fighter, But what I was trying to say, but if he were to fight against Canelo, Canelo would knock him out first round easily. There's levels to this game. The Canelo is the king of the middleweight. I think he's probably the first undisputed Mexican light heavyweight champ, or maybe super middleweight champ. I'm not sure, but it was his last fight. He became like the first Mexican undisputed champ in some weight category. So Canelo against Jake, not a fucking match at all. Even though Canelo's smaller, not as heavy, but skill-wise, world-class fighter. Been in the game for so long. Don't put these two in the ring. Jake will get murdered. But as far as Nate and Jake going at it, Jake's going to win, man. He's going to knock Nate Diaz out via TKO. The referee's going to, intervene because, again, Nate, he likes to fucking bully you. He want to get in your face and pressure you and stalk you down, walk you down, and wear you out. And Jake, he's not going to stand toe-to-toe. He's going to evade. He's going to go back. He's going to work on his counters the same way how Whitley was pressing Jake. Jake was fighting backwards the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with Nate going forward, that's going to set up the counter. And that's where Jake's going to land that heavy overhand right and really rock him or knock him down, And, again, like I said, the size difference, man. The discrepancy of size and weight. It's going to favor Jake Paul. So, like I said, man, it'd be a good, compelling fight because think about the lead up to this. Think about the build up. Think about the press conference. Think about the trash talking. Think about the pay-per-view buys, man. It's probably going to break some records, you know what I'm saying? And, man, like I said, congrats to these two guys, especially Nate. He needed to make his money. And I know he can capitalize and make a lot of money after the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Nate is a household name himself. He's a brand, and he's an OG in the game. And, yeah, man, like I said, it's congrats to Nate. If he were to get done with his contract and to go out there and really, really capitalize on making tons of money, man, congrats to Nate Diaz. But to fight against Jake Paul competitively, looking from a purist analyst like myself to say who's going to win, my money's on Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? My money's on Jake Paul. Jake is younger. He's bigger. He's stronger. And but it's going to be a fucking compelling fight. It's going to be an exciting fight. And like I said, I'll watch it. I'll pay for it because it's entertainment, man. It's for the fans. It's for these two guys to get paid big. Yeah, man, it's for history. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, like I said, Jake Paul will hurt him. Jake Paul will hurt him. As much I got respect for Diaz. But like I said, if this fight would ever happen, make it happen, because I want Diaz to get paid big, you know what I'm saying? I want him to get paid fat, So as far as Diaz's last fight on his UFC contract, set up the Conor McGregor fight. Make it a big payday for both of these guys. Set it up. Conor's on a downfall. Motherfucker, he cannot beat the top 3 lightweight fighter in the world anymore. You got fucking vicious killers. Charles Oliveira sitting on the top as the king right now. Poirier right behind him. And then Justin Gaethje right behind him. You know what I'm saying? Conor can't get through these guys. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Nate can't get through those guys either. So put these guys together. Conor against Nate for the third and final fight, for the trilogy fight. So these guys can get paid fat. So Nate can finish his contract off and go fight in boxing and become a fight promoter himself. And branch out and invest in other business ventures, whatever Nate wants to do. Conor and Nate, these guys already made a name for themselves in the sport. Give them that big money fight and make it the third final fight for the history books. So Nate can be a free agent and go up and fight Jake Paul and make some money. You know what I'm saying? But again, guys, my fight prediction, this fantasy fight, if this fight were to ever happen, my money's on Jake Paul via TKO. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys got, whether it's Jake Paul or Nate Diaz. If this fight is ever going to happen, let me know. Leave your comments in the comment section below on my YouTube channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What else? Yeah, hit that bell for notification every time when a new episode drops. And if you guys like the MMA Drama podcast and you wish to support this podcast and to support my channel, you can do so by making a small monthly donation. All you have to do is go to anchor.fm/MMA Drama and click on the support tab to make a small monthly donation to help sustain future episodes of MMA Drama. All right, guys, you can also find that link in the description box below in my YouTube channel. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. And again, Jake Paul against Nate Diaz. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. This is the MMA Drama Podcast. I am Tony59, and I am out.